Okay, let's read a Valorant fan fiction story. Somewhere only we know, with Yoru and Jet. Oh, god damn it. Okay, here we go. What is supposed to be going on between you? Brimstone said very angrily, suddenly scaring them. That voice was the last thing they wanted to hear at the moment. They were seen together in the main hall of the barracks, comfortably on the couch, talking about the last confrontations that took place, about how those events can mark people, and also about what they usually talk about every time they can be together. Wow, it's crazy. They already had a warning. They knew that they were not to be together, or at least not to be seen together. Oh shit. They hid their fuck. They hid their secret for a long time, seeing each other on the sly. Oh, but now they have been discovered. Oh, you better go to sleep, please, said Brimstone. Seriously, very angry. No, if you want to talk about this, you have to talk about it with both of us, Yoro exclaimed, very serious and angry. Oh, jeez. Brimstone kept staring at Yoro defiantly. Oh, big word. He looked at Jet. She looked so scared, and then looked at Brimstone. He just didn't know what to do. Me neither. Brim. ... Yoro, go to sleep, Brimstone repeated with a tone of last warning. Yoro had no choice but to obey, walking away very angry and discouraged. So there stood Jet, in total silence. Total silence. Holy shit, Ryan. With Brimstone in front. Yoro stopped in the distance and turned to look at her with all the sadness on his face, with guilt in his eyes, and slowly walked away. He knew Brimstone would scold her, and he didn't want her to pay for her guilt, but he was afraid to defy him and end up in worse terms with him. Damn, what a Chad. The rules were set for everyone, Jet. Brimstone, I just need you to understand that I didn't do anything wrong. Please listen to me, just for a moment. I need to hear anything, Jet. I don't need any explanation to know what's going on between the two of you. I just need you to listen to me. You were warned. Since the last time I found you two together, you were warned. I will not tolerate this again. I don't want to be the villain of the story when we have much bigger problems to solve. Don't you understand? Everything's not going on right now. Do you think I have time for these problems? Brim, I'm sorry. It's just that you have to understand that. Go to sleep, Jet, he said coldly. What? Wait, Brimstone, you're not even going to listen to me, are you? You don't understand anything. You would never understand this. You just get angry. You just get angry because you think it's wrong at the simple fact that Yoro loves me and I love him. What the hell is wrong with you, Brimstone? Just go to sleep, Jet. I'm not going. Oh my god, this is too much. I'm going to take care of the situation early tomorrow morning. No way, she whispered to herself as Brimstone walked away and the automatic doors closed behind him. She covered her face with her hands, holding in all the rage she felt at the moment, trying not to cry. Aw. She began to assume that Brimstone would talk to Yoro about everything, and the feeling of guilt ran through her body like a shiver. She closed her eyes tightly, trying to release some tension. With Yoro, the two of them had spent months hiding so many moments, stealing emotions from the present, forbidden sensations. Oh, Jesus. At the same moment, she had no idea what was going to happen, and she was scared. Me too. What could Brimstone do? What could he do now that he had found them together? Oh boy, tension's rising. She went very sadly to the bed, but she couldn't bear to cry until she fell asleep. The next morning, she wakes with a start, remembering how much she cried before she fell asleep. She sits up slowly and rubs her eyes. As her vision clears from sleep, she notices that in front of her is Yoro, looking at her sadly, but still trying to smile at her. She gets up surprisingly and approaches him. But, what are you doing here? Brimstone finds out that you're here. Come with me. He takes her hand, and a blue aura envelops them. The portal transports them in a couple of seconds to the outskirts of the barracks near the lagoon they used to frequent. Okay. Yoro, what's going on? He sighed, took her hands, and looked her in the eyes. Oh boy, I will leave. What are you saying? I'm no longer part of the VALORANT protocol. Brimstone asked me to leave. No, Yoro, he can't do that. She thought about what she had just said and realized that Brimstone could and had of all the things that could go wrong. This was turning into a nightmare, but she wanted that for it to be a nightmare, for nothing to be real. God. Oh, holy shit, dude. My hands are getting greasy right now. Oh my god. Brimstone told me to leave before the sun comes up. That's why I had to wake you up. I need to talk to you before I left. You woke up just in the nick of time. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. What do I do to make you stay? Jet said desperately. Even though we were able to keep it a secret for a long time, sooner or later he was going to find out. Deep down we knew it, Jet. He said, stroking her hair. Oh my god. She began to feel the tension all over her body and despair, believing that everything that was happening couldn't be real. It's my fault, all of this, she said. Don't say that, please, Jet. Look at me. We went against the rules. Even though it was a very absurd rule, I wouldn't change a thing. Everything we went through together, I think, is the best I've ever spent with anyone in my whole life. Okay? Is that is that you don't have the slightest idea what you mean to me in this place here? Jet, listen to me. You are stronger than you think. It's in you. Even if I'm not here, I want you to discover it. That the strength inside of you, you are brave, and I admire you so much. Please don't go, said Jet, with his eyes filling with tears and despair invading his body. Oh my god. Let's go back to the barracks, he said, when he saw her so bad, hugging her by the shoulder. Euro opened another portal that would take them back to the barracks. Gosh, dude. I'm invested. She went to her room, changed out her night clothes into her usual wardrobe to join him outside, while he waited for her in the main hall. Okay. Jet was not the type of person who often cried, and she was always very giggly, cheerful, but on the occasion she couldn't stop the tears. She tried to wipe them away one by one, but more fell. The sun is almost up, she said to herself, looking out the window as she walked to the living room. She ran to Euro and hugged him as she had never done before. She closed her eyes in her embrace. Picture time. Picture. Please don't go, she whispered to him. I have to go, he said, very sad. I promise we will never meet. I promised. Oh, I thought it said, I promise we will never meet again. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, what a city boys are up now. Nope. Back to being a simp. Okay. I promise we will meet again, she said, letting her tears fall in front of him while she continued hugging him tightly. Hugging tight, tears falling. And then he's like, bro, what the fuck? Don't cry, Jet, he said, caressing her hair, and at the same time, I have a hair in my mouth. Hold up. Get back to the story. Same time, feeling his heart break when he saw her so sad with her eyes full of tears. She had never shown herself like that in front of anyone. Yura knew he was very important to her. Her situation. This situation told him so. That's her hugging Yura. Okay. Suddenly, dun dun dun, she kissed him. Boom. He's like, I was not expecting that. Yura was in shock. I would be too. You just get sexually assaulted in the workplace. Okay, they had never kissed, both coming from very different families and cultures. They had chosen to save such displays of affection until an opportune moment. And for the Jet, that was the right time. He wrapped his arms around her, and the warm kiss ended with her looking into the eyes. Oh, God. He let her cry on his shoulder. Okay. He never felt more in love than he did that day, that moment. Despite the sad story, he took her hand. They walked outside slowly towards that place only they knew, on the shore of the lake, where they used to talk for hours in secret, where they would say goodbye. After several minutes of just being there, listening to the silence, their hands slowly let go, and Yura began to walk away. I'm going to miss you so much, she said to him with a trembling voice. I'll miss you too. Little Jet? Oh, they got nicknames and everything. There you go. There's the picture. In a matter of seconds, Yura was gone. His trace had disappeared, taking with him all the moments they spent together. All the feelings of that had changed yet. In a world at war, where everything is pain and suffering, she had been able to find a source of happiness, which was now gone. I will become much stronger. It doesn't matter how long it takes to me. Now that they took Yura away from me, this anger grows inside me. There's anger grown inside her. There are situations that generate a very deep sadness, which over time can evolve and turn to anger. It is not easy to hide emotions or hide them in plain sight. It requires a lot of strength. Sometimes keeping everything is not a good decision either. When the explosion of everything accumulated, it can cause catastrophe in the person, causing the person to change completely, becoming a different version. That happened to Lil Jet. From that day, her heart began to cool down little by little. Hold up, Salty wants to come in.
A few moments later.
Here's a picture. This anger will make me strong. Boom. That's it. Damn. Really left me with a fucking cliffhanger, huh? Jesus Christ. I apologize and ask for your understanding for any grammatical errors, spelling mistakes, redundancies, and other details. No, I just can't fucking read.